There's a version of agency life that feels electric. A brand launch in the works, a new product ad about to drop, and a concept campaign that the whole team is genuinely excited about. The office is buzzing, briefs are flying, creativity is flowing, and the calendar is gloriously, terrifyingly full. But here's the thing about running multiple campaigns at once. The bigger the ambition, the more moving parts. And the more moving parts, the easier it is for one missed handoff to quietly unravel everything. So in this video, we'll walk you through exactly how agencies like yours can manage it all without letting the chaos win. So how do you keep all of it from falling apart? It starts with centralized campaign planning. Most agencies start out managing campaigns the same way. One client lives in email, another in a spreadsheet, and somehow a third exists entirely in someone's head. When campaign information lives everywhere, accountability lives nowhere. Deadlines get missed. The fix is simple: one hub for every campaign, every client, every deliverable. That's exactly what ClickUp is, the world's first converged AI workspace. Every brief, deadline, and deliverable lives in one place, so the whole team knows exactly what's happening without a single status meeting. Now, centralization only works if there's a clear structure behind it. Without one, a single hub just becomes a bigger, more organized mess. Think of it in 4 levels: clients at the top, campaigns grouped underneath each client, execution lists within each campaign, and individual tasks with owners, deadlines, and dependencies at the bottom. This structure means Client A's product launch never bleeds into Client B's brand refresh. Every team member knows exactly where their work lives and what needs to happen next. Once your structure is in place, assign clear ownership to each task. Before any campaign kicks off, define who handles creative, who owns copy, who manages client communication, and who's responsible for final approvals. And when someone is juggling 3 clients at once, make sure there's a backup owner on every critical task, so one sick day doesn't derail an entire campaign. So once roles are clear, the next thing worth looking at is all the repetitive work that quietly eats up the team's time. The kind of work that follows the same pattern every campaign. Every campaign has the same skeleton: brief, creative, approvals, launch, and reporting. The parts that repeat every single time are exactly the parts that should run themselves. This is where ClickUp automations come in handy. They handle the repetitive triggers. When a draft is submitted, it moves to review automatically, assigns the editor, and notifies the next person in the chain without anyone having to chase it. Now, the smartest agencies don't start every campaign from scratch. They build a process that works once and then reuse it forever. When a holiday promo campaign runs perfectly, that workflow gets saved as a template. Next time a similar brief lands, setup takes minutes instead of days. Standardization removes the setup chaos, so the team's energy goes into the creative work instead of figuring out who does what again. But managing campaigns efficiently isn't just about internal operations. The client side matters just as much, and nothing derails a campaign faster than a client who feels out of the loop. But there's a difference between keeping clients informed and giving them full access to internal team chaos. Clients need progress, not process. ClickUp dashboards solve this perfectly. Agencies can build client-facing views that show campaign progress, key milestones, and performance metrics without exposing internal drafts, team conversations, or work-in-progress assets that aren't ready to be seen. The result is a client who feels informed and confident without the agency losing control of the narrative around their own work. And finally, none of this works if performance isn't being tracked in real time across every campaign simultaneously. The agencies that catch problems early are the ones that don't wait for end-of-month reports to know something is wrong. They're watching daily click-through rates, task completion, approvals pending, budget spent. And with ClickUp super agents, the world's only human-level AI agents, You don't even have to watch it yourself. They monitor campaign statuses, post updates in client channels, and flag tasks that are falling behind before they become a problem. When one campaign starts underperforming, the team knows immediately, not 3 weeks later when the client is already frustrated. And those are some of the top-performing strategies that separate agencies running on chaos from agencies running like a system. Because at the end of the day, every hour a team spends searching for a file, chasing an approval, or figuring out who owns a task is an hour of billable time that quietly disappears. The best creative work comes from teams that aren't spending half their day firefighting operations. ClickUp helps agencies build the system that makes that possible. So the only thing the team has to focus on is doing work clients actually remember. Which part of managing multiple campaigns gives your team the biggest headache? Let us know in the comments below.